strong habits, and one of those habits was just really shown to me fairly recently, because my husband and I, when we walk into our church, we walk into the sanctuary, we turn left, and we go clear over to the very left side, and we sit in the back row. We've done that forever. My husband loves to walk in anonymously and walk out anonymously. I like to belong to a church family, so I will be active, but I honor him to where he wants to sit. So, a couple years ago, we walked into the sanctuary on a Sunday. We turned left. We went clear over to the left-hand side. We sat in the very last row. And then the very next day, we left for Florida. Now, I teach and we live in the state of Florida for a little bit of the year. And we were gone all the time. And we came home on a Saturday night. We got dressed on Sunday morning. We walked into the sanctuary. We turned left. We went clear over to the left-hand side. Our seats are literally gone. They literally were picked up and gone. I kid you not. And I need you to know it was not a pleasant moment. As we did this, I said, well, what do we do now? Where do we go? And I understand the reason the church is doing this. It's a wonderful reason. I'm all for it. But for 2 years now, my husband and I have sat over here. And then we sat over here. We've sat out on the balcony. I don't like any of those places. I want my seats over here. God has different plans. And it's so fun because he also reminded me that 4 years ago, Ms. Senior Tennessee won Miss Senior America. And for her talent, she did this fabulous rap. And the name of the rap is You're Sitting in My Pew. I kid you not. If you go on Google Olivia and she's sitting in my pew, it's a wonderful rap. Well, let me tell you, it's not so funny. We've laughed and laughed about that, but when it's actually happening, I'm not God will grab our attention in so many ways, and we have to let him. If we say we're going to surrender to him, then we really do have, oh, you really want me to do that? You really want me? Oh, I'm not beautiful. I can't do that job. Yes, you can. I'm giving you this opportunity. I'm giving you all of these opportunities, and you're going to be wonderful. Now, God tells us, pray continually. Pray continually. Nothing is too small. Nothing is too big. And for my moms, boy, nothing is too small. I guarantee you. I love Mother Teresa's prayer. Did this a lot when my girls were growing up, and it is, I love you, Lord. I trust you, God. I need you now. I need you now. I can't do this, God. I don't know what foot to put in front of the other. I have no clue what to do. I have to give this to you, and then let him. And if we have to say that over and over out loud a gazillion million times, I will tell you that God knows. And God will be with us. Getting back to the nothing too small and nothing too silly. And those of you that heard me before have heard this story about the gown thing with me for this Queenie thing. And when I won Miss Senior Colorado and was on my way to Vegas for the National, I was told that I needed to get a second gown. There was no money in our budget. There wasn't money in our budget for the first gown. God provided that one, but to have a second gown, not at all. Not at all. I got down on my knees, right by my bed, and I remember it completely because I said, Heavenly Father, I know you are dealing with war, and I'm asking you for sequence. I don't know what to do. The very next morning, my friend that I had at Governor's Ranch, as a matter of fact, she called me. I hadn't heard from Kathy forever. Of course, this was on my mind. Out of the other end of the phone comes this, Michelle, you know I'm the queen of glitz, and she brought me 5 gowns. And they fit. What God brings us to, He equips us for. It is that simple. But we have to trust Him. Those of you out there who maybe are starting a new job, or your moms who are on the start of a journey of motherhood. Or maybe some of you, in my case, who have retired from your work and who are saying to God, okay, what do you have in mind until I see you face to face, God? What is it you want me to do? You may be saying to yourself, masterpiece, artist, canvas, beautiful? Oh, no, no, no. Oh, my gosh, I barely got the bathroom cleaned today. I didn't get to the grocery store. I have 5 million people coming tomorrow for lunch. I'm not beautiful at all, but you are. But you are, and God knows what your heart is doing, what your soul is doing. When you get to be 100 like I am, you can look back at your age, and you can look back at your experiences. Do you remember that John Brooks song called Unanswered Prayers? You can look back in your life, and you say, oh, that's why that guy didn't ask me to marry him. That's why I didn't get that promotion. Oh, that's why we live in this state. We can see God's hand in our life beforehand. But when we're walking through those life journeys, it's fire. And Satan is very good at making it very hard for us. God asks us to be faithful because He promises He will be with us wherever we go. He promises He will finish the product that He has started, and to be faithful and trust. To show us how to live, to teach us how to give, to guide us with the light of His love. You can look back and say, you